Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit of like a vlog style video, a bit of a day in my life. Cooper has come to join in. Oh, just make yourself comfy. Basically, this video is going to be all about how to try and combat or fight off any cold and flu symptoms that you might have. Get it early, get rid of it early before it gets any worse. And then just basically how to like stay healthy and keep your immune system nice and strong from a day-to-day perspective as well. So even if you don't feel like you're getting sick or you're not sick, just how to like prevent it from happening, I guess. Hopefully that makes sense. The reason I came up with this video idea right now is because I am currently in the process of trying to fight off some cold and flu symptoms. I've just gotten back from a 2-week holiday in Bali, and obviously traveling is one of the biggest reasons why people get sick. One, your whole routine is completely thrown off. You're not eating the same things that you usually do at home. You're not sleeping the same amount of hours. If there's a time difference, that can throw off your body as well and can kind of like mean you get exhausted easier and just stuff like that. And so all of that bundled up usually results in getting sick. So basically, since we got back from Bali, Ben has been really sick with the flu, and a couple of the other people that we were in Bali with are also sick. I, for the last 4 days, have had a sore throat on and off. It's been coming and going. And I've also had, like, this is gonna sound weird, but I've also had really itchy nostrils. Like, you know when you get sick and you just constantly need to go like that on your nose, or like you constantly need to itch the inside. And like, you don't want to do it because it looks like you're picking your nose, but at the same time, it's really irritating. That's been me as well. I also have a bit of a dry cough that's come about in the last 24 hours. So last night was my worst. I literally prepared my bedside table last night with like soothers, tissues, glass of water, everything that you'd basically need if you're sick, because I really thought I was going to wake up this morning 10 times worse. Thankfully I didn't, and I have a feeling it's because I've been implementing certain things over the last few days to try and fight off this sickness, and I think it may be working. So I wanted to sit down and film this video and just share with you guys some of my little tips and tricks. I like to think I live a pretty healthy life anyway. Like, obviously Bali has kind of thrown a bit of a spanner in the works, but before that and just in general, I do live a pretty healthy lifestyle. I pretty much implement a lot of these things that I'm going to show you today into my daily routine, but then obviously I change certain things and do extra things when I really feel like I'm going to get sick. So yeah, I thought I would sit down and put it all into one vlog today, because today of all days is going to be like, my only goal for today is to make sure I don't get sick. Like, that is my main goal. So you're gonna come along with me. I'm gonna share a bunch of my tips and tricks and what I'm going to do. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it and find this helpful and somewhat interesting. All right, so tip number 1 is drink a lot of water. Do not have a glass of water in your hand while you're sick. Hydration is so important. The last thing you want for your body is to become dehydrated while you're already trying to fight off like a virus or something. So what I'm gonna do this morning is scull this glass of water here and then have my body bloom. I have my body bloom every morning anyway, but because I'm trying to drink extra water at the moment, I'm gonna force myself to scull this, and then I will have my body bloom. All right, 1 glass down. Now I'm gonna have, like I said, my body bloom. So this video is in collaboration with Tropika. Again, you guys know I literally cannot live without my Tropika products. If Tropika just happened to like fall off the face of the earth and not exist anymore, I would not be okay. Like, so much of my everyday routine involves Tropika. And yeah, I mean, I promoted their products before they even decided to pay me. Like, that was non-sponsored. I just spoke about their products all the time. And then I reached out to them and I was like, look, I'm obsessed with you guys. I want to work with you. Let's make this happen. And that's how these sponsorships came about. So it doesn't get more genuine than that. I'm not kidding when I say I would literally be lost without Tropika. So like I said, I'm going to start off with my Body Bloom. This was a product that was in collaboration with Sarah's Day. She is the reason that I found out about Tropika initially and bought a couple of their products to try out, and then I just fell in love with them. So I've just put like 1.5 teaspoons in this glass of water, and going to stir it around. I actually took this to Bali with me and had it every morning in Bali because I was obviously not in routine at all while I was there. I was eating like gluten, dairy, all of the things that I really shouldn't be eating for my own body. I just kind of let myself go and I wanted to just enjoy my holiday. So having this every morning kind of helped my body to digest all of the bad foods that I was putting into it while I was away, and I feel like it really did help. Also, if you happen to see sweat on my top lip during this video, just ignore it. It is going to be 41 degrees today in Brisbane, so it's just gonna happen, okay? I can't stop the sweat moustache today. Done. Alright, so while I let those liquids settle into my stomach and before I have some breakfast, I'm going to do some morning yoga stretches. Usually I go to the gym every weekday morning at 7 a.m, but I had to sleep in until like 8 a.m. this morning. I just let myself rest and lie in and wake up naturally because I basically just don't want to exhaust myself. I know myself. I've lived in this body for 26 years. I know that if I exhaust myself, that's how I'm most likely to get sick. So yeah, I just wanted to let my body rest and not stress about going to the gym, but I do still want to get a little bit of movement in today. So to do that, I'm going to do some morning yoga stretches. I haven't done a lot of yoga, but yesterday Ben and I found a yoga video on YouTube and he's been like really struggling with his hip flexors and stuff. He's got really sore hips, so we sat down and did some hip flex yoga stretches and it was really nice. So I have just found a video on YouTube. It's called 10-minute morning yoga for beginners, and I'm going to do that just to get my body moving a little bit this morning. Alright, yoga is done. I actually feel a lot better, except for some reason my ears are now blocked. And this is something that's been happening for the last 4 days, every now and then. So I don't know what's going on, but that's the most frustrating feeling in the world. I feel good that I've kind of moved my body and done a bit of stretching and stuff this morning. So now I'm going to have breakfast and I'm going to make myself my egg and veggie scramble on gluten-free bread. I actually showed you guys this recipe in my most recent What I Eat in a Day video, so I'm not going to show you again how I make it. It's pretty straightforward anyway, but I basically just want to start my morning off with veggies and protein, which is obviously the egg, and get like a really good meal into my body. Food is fuel, and what you put into your body is so important. So that is why I'm starting off my day. I usually start off my day with just a smoothie, but I feel like I just need a little bit more substance today. So yeah, that is what I'm gonna have for breakfast. So this is breakfast for this morning. I put tons and tons of garlic in it because garlic is really good to help fight symptoms of colds and flus. I don't really know the science behind it, but like I've just grown up with everyone telling me if you feel like you're getting sick, eat as much garlic as possible. So I put like a whole damn teaspoon into that like veggie mix. So yeah, I am going to quickly eat this. I actually just got a text from my dad to say that he's on his way over to my house with my granddad, who's actually up from Melbourne visiting at the moment. So I need to eat this really fast, go and have a shower and clean up the house a little bit before they get here. So hopefully the next time I see you guys will be for lunch, because in between now and then I'm just gonna hang out with my dad and my granddad. All right, so it's been a few hours since I last spoke to you guys. I have been out for lunch with my dad and my granddad and spent a couple of hours with them, which was really lovely. It's now about 2:30 in the afternoon and I am ready for like an afternoon snack. So I think I'm gonna make myself a smoothie. I have started feeling a little bit worse for wear, but this same thing happened yesterday. I feel like just as the day goes on, I start to feel a little bit worse and I'm like, crap, it's happening, I'm getting sick. But then I wake up the next morning and I feel fine. That's what happened yesterday anyways. So I'm gonna make this smoothie with a few important superfood ingredients to try and get as much nutrients and as much goodness into my body as possible to really push out any of the bad bacteria and whatever this virus is that's trying to take over my life right now. Alright, so these are the 3 powders that I'm going to be using. I've never used this combo before, so I'm not sure how it's going to taste, but I'm hoping that the Vanilla Lean Protein by Topeka will sweeten it up because this is literally so delicious. And then obviously I'm going to use the Spirulina and Ultra Cleanse powder, which are both from Topeka as well. And I'm going to mix that in with a banana. This should hopefully help it sweeten up as well. Alright, so I'm going to pop in 1 whole banana and then about a cup of water, or maybe like, I've got a 400 ml mark here, I'll just add it up to there. I also always add in a few ice cubes to my smoothies just because I really like to drink my smoothies cold. I'm going to put in a tablespoon of the Vanilla Lean Protein. This is honestly so good. One of my favorite protein powders ever. This is one of the only protein powders sorry about my nails, wow. This is one of the only protein powders that I found doesn't bloat me, and it's really good for my digestion as well. And then I'm going to put a little bit of the Ultra Cleanse powder, maybe about that much. So the Ultra Cleanse powder contains a bunch of different superfoods to help you kind of cleanse the body. It's really good to give you energy as well, which if you're sick, a lot of people feel really just tired and exhausted, so this is really good. But not only that, it contains bentonite, which is a healing clay which helps to nourish and refresh and support a healthy body. So this in general is just like all round a really good powder. And then I'm just gonna add in a tiny bit of spirulina, which is honestly one of the best superfoods on the planet. Like, this stuff is insane. It contains chlorophyll, which if you guys don't know what chlorophyll is, sorry, I just realized I should be actually like talking to the camera. It's basically a very natural way of like detoxing and cleansing your body, but it also contains like a ton of different vitamins. It is so good for you. It doesn't taste the best. Like, if you put a tiny bit in, and I find if you mix it with banana and the vanilla protein, you can't really taste it. I basically just put up with the taste of it just because I know how good it is for my body, and I know it's going to be so good for me, especially today. Alright, so I'm going to sit here and drink my smoothie while I'm actually editing this video right now. Wow. Vlogception. How about that, hey? But yeah, I'm just going to drink my smoothie while I do some editing. I also have a bunch of these PR products that I need to go through and put away into their relevant drawers, I guess. So yeah, I will check in with you guys a little bit later. Oh my goodness, okay, so I nearly forgot to take my supplements. I've just had my smoothie, literally just finished it, and I remembered that I need to take my supplements for today. I usually take them before a meal, but because I've just had one, I should be okay. I also feel like I need to just put a little disclaimer out there. I'm obviously not a medical professional. I'm not a doctor. I am basically just giving you advice that I've learned in my 26 years of life. Things that have worked for me, things that I've been told, things that, yeah, they're just little tips and tricks, you know? So don't take any of this super seriously. If you are really concerned about your health, obviously go to a doctor. And particularly when it comes to supplements, if you don't need a particular supplement and you're putting it into your body, that can actually be really dangerous. So when it comes to supplements, make sure you go and consult your doctor first and get a blood test done and let the doctor tell you what you need for your body. So yeah, this part of the video is in no way me telling you that you need to take these while you're sick, and after numerous blood tests, my doctor has told me that these are the type of vitamins and supplements that I need in my diet. So, first one is my iron tablet. I take the Ferrograd C. This is a combination of vitamin C and iron. I usually take these daily. I kind of forgot to take them while I was in Bali, but I usually take them daily, and they are extra good for me right now because of the vitamin C in them. And then I've also been taking these immune defense tablets by the brand Ethical Nutrients. I literally swear by these guys. I have told so many people about these tablets. Last year when I went to London for 2 nights, I took these tablets for like the week leading up because I felt like I was getting sick, and everyone in my household was sick at that time. And I was like, I cannot get sick for London. Like, I was going there for work, it was really important, and I knew that the travel and the time difference and everything was just gonna throw my body out. So I wanted to make sure that my immune system was as strong as it could be. So I took one of these every day leading up to it for about a week, and I did not get sick. I've told so many people about them and they've had similar experiences like to that. So I kind of swear by these. These were recommended to me by a pharmacist. I love them. So they're really big and really disgusting to swallow. I suck at swallowing tablets, so I really struggle with this one, but so worth it. And then last but not least, I actually don't take these all the time. I bought these for Ben when he was really ill about a month ago, but I was taking them while I was in Bali because Bali belly is like a huge thing. Your gut can really freak out with the water in Bali. You're not supposed to actually drink Bali water, but it is hard to avoid because like you shower in it, your dishes are washed with it, stuff like that. So my doctor recommended that I should take these while I'm in Bali and for like a week or 2 after Bali. So I'm about to pop 3 pills. These are the only pills in my life that I ever take. I don't even really touch Nurofen or antibiotics or anything like that. That is just a personal preference for me. I would rather get through a virus on my own and have my immune system build up a defense by itself to that particular virus and not rely on antibiotics. I mean, I know that antibiotics and medications are definitely needed in some circumstances, but personally, I just try not to use them until I'm like desperate, because I just want my immune system to be able to fight against it as strongly as possible. If that makes sense. I get that from my dad. My dad is very much the same. But anyways, I'm going to awkwardly try and swallow all of these pills. I hate tablets, but let's see how we go. Wow, that was only one and that was really hard. And that was the smallest one. Oh my god. Alright, done. Took me nearly a whole damn glass of water to get those 3 tablets down, but I did it and they better be working. That's all I've got to say. Please work. Alright, so I made tuna bake for dinner. I haven't had this in literally years. Ben and I went shopping this afternoon for groceries and we saw a recipe for tuna bake, and then instantly I was like, I need tuna bake for dinner. I feel like this is just ultimate comfort food. I remember my mum used to make this for me all the time when I was a kid, and honestly, when you're sick or when you feel like you're getting sick, sometimes all you want is just a good old carb-loaded comfort food kind of meal. And that's what I've made myself tonight. I feel like I've been really good throughout the day getting my nutrients and my vitamins in. So I'm really just spoiling myself right now with a carb-loaded gluten and dairy meal. But that's okay. Sometimes you just gotta feed the soul. And I've also got myself a glass of orange juice. This is the Nudie Juice Nothing But Oranges juice. So it is one of the best on the market. It's got way less artificial sugar than a lot of the other orange juices. It's my favorite. I get the pulp-free one because I freaking hate pulp. I literally cannot stand it. But yeah, it's officially time to relax for the day. I feel like I deserve it, and that is just another thing to remind yourself of when you're sick. don't forget to relax and just take time for yourself, rest up. It's so important. I've gone a little bit downhill tonight. This is what happened last night as well. I just got really blocked up and snotty towards the end of the night, and then that's why I thought that this morning I was going to wake up even worse. So hopefully it's going to be the same and I'll wake up tomorrow morning feeling okay. But right now I feel like I've got a cold. Like my nose and my sinuses are just all congested and blocked up. You can probably hear it in my voice. So what I'm going to do is end the night with my Tropica Protect Herbal Infusion. This is a tea and it is so nice. I actually just ordered another packet of this because I go through it so fast, but the ingredients in it are perfect for if you're suffering from cold and flu symptoms. So we've got olive leaf, ginger root, elderberry, fennel seed, spearmint, peppermint, echinacea, lemon myrtle, calendula, I'm not sure what that is, and thyme. But basically echinacea, lemon myrtle, and ginger root, amazing. So good for cold and flu symptoms. And peppermint and spearmint I'm hoping is really going to help to clear my head and clear my sinuses. So I'm going to brew myself a pot of tea, get into bed, and just hopefully have a good night's sleep and wake up in the morning feeling a lot better. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it interesting and you learned something. If you guys have any of your own tips and tricks on how to combat and fight against cold and flu symptoms, then please let me know in the comments down below. Share it for everyone else as well, because I'm sure if you've clicked on this video, you're probably intrigued. So have a read through the comments and see what everyone else has to say. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.